think it's going to work this time. Alrighty. Captain Dad Random is here. Hopefully you can hear me. I hope everybody is settled in the cabin and ready to roll. Alright. A little bit of calming music that'll calm me down. Yeah, YouTube has been doing a lot of recently. YouTube has been doing a lot of there's a lot of security stuff. So since they've been doing that, everything needs to be reconnected, including OBS, and then OBS had an update. So Captain Dad Random here. Little bit of discussion today. Hopefully we can get everybody over here, and we're recording, and we've got a stream there we go. Lee's here. Well, hello. Apologize for that. I had a freeze up, and basically YouTube kicked me out. YouTube basically said, you don't have access to work OBS. So I had to reconnect, relaunch, and do all that stuff. So we're here. Yes. All right. And yeah, we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Some of these things, many of you may know. Some of these things, many of you may be ignoring. And I was one of those folks that has been ignoring this. So I did start with the official aviators. I did start the stream with these right here, which is way better. I mean, this is the way it should be. This is, the shiny glass. I can't see anything out of these things. These are the worst glasses ever. These ones are really good. I actually can fly with these. They're not very, they're good enough to see. And they've also got readers in them. So they're really helpful. So, all right, let's get normal here. Let's take off the garb. Let's take off the costume, because obviously this is a costume, because real pilots don't wear pilot hats. They look like this. All right, so I'm going to take that off, put that aside. I started that when I got my 107 way back 2 years ago. So, and if you know, hey, Jim's droning. How you doing? Welcome, Jim and Lee. I apologize for my slow start, and hopefully we don't have any, just got to double check here. Just let me do a real quick scan I got to do a real quick scan of my stats. Looks good. We're not dropping frames. And we're running at 5,000 KBS. All right. So that's excellent. And the CPU is hardly working. All right. Just like me, we are hardly working. Welcome. Hey, how are we doing? Okay. Oh, what? No thumbs, guys? Oh yeah, we got to remind everybody. We have to remind everybody, hey, don't be that way. Let's get this thing started. So today I want to talk a little bit about some things that many of us, we neglect. Assuming, and this goes for both 107 and non-107 pilots. I think I think anything that 107 pilots do or anything that recreational pilots do is exactly the same. It really should. There's very few, there's no real overlap. So, and a lot of people look at me and they go, "Oh, that's Dad Random. He's a rebel channel." No, I'm not really. Not really. I do everything I can within my power to be as safe as possible all the time. I want to keep and limit my distractions. I want to maintain my my status to fly, and I just I do what I need to do. So, and all of us are not always happy about the way you have to go about doing it, but we do it anyway. So, all right. So I want to talk a little bit about recurrence, because a lot of us will get certified, or we may be certified 107 flyers, and if we're not, we should be looking at the fly safe. We should be involved in these activities that I'm going to show you. Okay, so this stuff goes for 107 pilots and people that just want to train. Okay, there are free training sites out there where you can keep up on your knowledge and you can keep learning. And one thing about, if you're going to stay doing this stuff, okay, if you're going to stay involved in this hobby, just every little bit of information goes a long way. So I'm going to do a quick screen share. I've got to just double check my shared screen to make sure it's working. There's that one. I don't know if I have my screen capture. Yeah, device disconnected. So is that, I got to go there. I think it's this one. There. I think we got it. Yep, that's what I want to look at. And the main thing I want everybody on my stream today to check out is the Fly Safe website. It's called FAAsafety.gov. And you can make an account, and it's got all kinds of resources. So if you have never seen the Fly Safe, let me see if I can make it a little bit smaller right there. If you have never seen the Fly Safe site, you need to do it. You need to get in here. There's all kinds of stuff in here. And if you're a 107 pilot, you should check this out. Okay. Because it's going to make your life way easier. I had to do my recurrent test, recently, because I certified over 2 years ago, or 2 years ago. Remember, when reoccurrence, if you're a 107 guy and you want to if you want to, reestablish your 107 license, you have to go through a recurrent test, and it's not hard at all. And most of the stuff in the recurrent test is on procedures, on working as a team. You get training on flying at night, and you get training on flying over people. You get all of those, details. And then it spends a lot of time at just kind of going through basic safety. I actually took a voluntary course through the Pilot Institute. So if you're not familiar with the Pilot Institute, you probably are. You see them all the time. Guys, I apologize if I'm going too fast. It's a guy that you see all the time, and you might even be annoyed. Okay. And this is the Pilot Institute right here. Okay. And it focuses on everybody. It's 107 commercial, and drone licenses and courses. I did not take my 107 through the Pilot Institute. I took it through, I took it through the other course, the one that was, the one that was proposed to take by, with Chappert and those guys, okay, and Ken Heron, because it was such a good deal. I think a lot of people, Jason Schaffert's a really good guy. This guy's actually really good. I've only seen his commercials, but now I'm starting to, I got a chance to see him teach. And let me see if I can find, you got the trust certification right here. So if you have not certified with the trust, just for, guys, this, I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this crap. So I'm not going to preach it. I'm just giving you information today. Yep. Yes. Recurrent test. It's kind of like, it's Friday. Let's not talk about this crap, but it's on my mind today. So I can't avoid it. All right. So anyway, thank you for being here. First of all, Chris, thank you. Jim, thank you. Lee, thank you all for being here. But, every once in a while we got to be serious. Okay. We have to put our pilot hat on and we have to open our brains up to learn. Okay. You sound like a teacher. We do, guys. I spend all day teaching. We've actually been talking about the Great Depression. So many of us with the current drone laws, we are going through the Great Depression. So, but anyway, the one thing, okay, if I can say anything today, if I can be, if I could kind of sum up what I want to do today, besides just relax, to what I want to accomplish today with you guys, the message I want to send is this stuff is easy to do. And obviously it's our own, I mean, guys, and I'm not perfect. Okay. That I don't always practice everything I preach. Okay. But I do everything as much as I can because I don't want to be fined and I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to hurt. And number one, I don't want to hurt anybody or cause an accident. So I just want to be left alone. I just want to fly and just leave me alone kind of thing. I think the FPV pilots in here, they understand that more than anything, that when we're flying FPV, we're doing things that maybe a lot of people don't say is okay, but slowly the rules and the things that allow us to fly FPV are slowly the structure is slowly starting to gather around us so we can do it. So I think, and a lot of people have already said this, the FAA has two things, and I do believe that they do have piloting in mind. They don't want to kill the hobby. I really believe they don't. They want to kill stupidity, and then they want to tell us and show us ways that we can do this stuff. So I know if you're Canadian, if you're European, every one of us is going through a different phase of this stuff. Okay. So all of us want to be pretty much left alone. We want to be able to, and you guys that are FPV guys, I apologize for doing this. I apologize for putting on the DJI goggles, but I got no choice. Okay. All of us want to be left alone to do this. Okay. All right. I want to go, leave me alone. I'm going under the goggles now. Okay. And I want to experience flight. So don't mess with me. All right. That's kind of my personality. You get every once in a while, you'll get a bunch of pushback for that. And you're like, well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. And, you're doing that wrong. Guys, I'm not trying to be the drone police today. Okay. And that's pilot hat. I don't have a police hat. I'm just trying to be the voice of sanity and reason. Okay. And I also want everybody to know, and I think everybody does know, that I'm not perfect and I don't condone stupidity. Okay. I kind of started out my drone life and my channel a little bit crazy. But there was never a moment of the time I've flown that I wanted to hurt anybody, cause any accidents, be reckless, or any of that. So there, that was my disclaimer. And what I want us to do is find a way forward. Okay, I want everybody to find a way forward. I want you to find somebody you can hook up with. And oops, I got to get rid of. Oh, is that, hold on here. Let me switch that out. Let me just switch that out. Hold on here while we're here. I just want to get that thumbnail off. Where's my daily thumb there? That one. That's the one we want up there. Okay. Here. And yeah, I'm not playing drone cop. I refuse to. Something went wrong here. Let me get my chat up there. Sorry. We want something to go right today. I just got to copy and paste my chat. Hold on here. I think I've got it already. And say, nope, that's not in there. Hold on. I got to take it off of this this thing here. Hold on. Live chat. I just got to get the chat the chat code here. URL copy. So I can put your comments up. So if you have any comments, if you're pissed off, if you have, concerns, voice them. It's Friday, so that's what we're saying. No one's perfect, but think I'm pretty damn close. Yeah. I had a conversation not too long ago with my wife, and so I was reminded that first of all, my opinion is second fiddle, and I should be quiet sometimes and not say anything. So I'm being very careful as to what I'm saying today. Because I don't want to sound preachy. I want to be a little bit informative. I also want to just kind of give everybody an idea of what I'm going through. Okay, what I go through to kind of keep flying and kind of the things that go through my mind. So, Kai today. I was going to run my stream through EVMU. I've learned how to say that. It's not EVMUX. It's EVMU. EVMUX. EVMU. That's that program that I use for live streaming. And if you guys have never seen that before, let me show you that really quick. This is the one I'm moving towards. Let me just move this over to my screen share. This one right here. That was my New Year's live stream that never happened. But anyway, that's EVMU. EVMUX. That's the new one. And from the streaming god that I follow, Michael Farah Jr. He just did a stream on that and is highly he thinks highly of that program. So yes, we all learn of our lack of perfection on weekends, don't we? We learn how lazy we are sometimes. We learn how we don't care much about certain things. And then sometimes we get told that everything is pretty cool. So I learned that what I learned is my wife likes to watch my live streams. And if I say things, especially anything about her, she'll let me know that she heard it. So, which is good. That keeps me from being too stupid. But can he say recreation? Oh. Well, speaking of recreation, I think most of this stuff, okay, I've been going through a bunch of these trainings, okay, and I just want to show you a couple things. I want to show you a website that I go to, that I had to go through. This is stuff that a week ago I hadn't been to in quite a while. And everyone, it's kind of like, some of you guys, okay, you church going folks, okay? It's kind of like if you haven't been to church in a while, you get preachy when you get done. So some of us, we stay away from like, from words of wisdom. And then when we get exposed to words of wisdom, we become experts. And then everybody else has got to be like us. Hey, this is what I learned and everybody needs to be like me. That's not what I want to be like today. So, but it is Friday and I am experiencing Friday. I'm actually going to have some pizza in a little bit. And this is going to probably change to something beer related. I haven't flown lately, but I will. And right now I've got to get my Mavic 3 up. I've got some things I wanted to do, some mission planning with the Mavic 3. So if you're interested in mission planning, I was thinking about doing you took the trust test from the Pilot Institute. Yeah, I'm not, guys, I'm putting them up. Like I said, I did my 107 stuff, not through this guy, but I think he's got good stuff. Plus he's connected directly with the FAA. He's allowed to, he's a certified trainer, and I think he does a pretty good job. He does good examples. So hopefully you thought he was as good as I thought he did well. So right here it says recreational flyers can take the trust test right there. And that's where you fill out all your stuff. All right. The other thing I want to hit today is the recent Sky Vector issue, or the NOTAM issue. And for drones, we call them droneums. But the whole entire system went down the other day. So this is a picture of the United States from Sky Vector. I love Sky Vector because it does the same. It's basically a picture of what pilots need to see. It gives them all of the warnings. We know where all of the TFRs are. This tells us where the TFRs are. Check this out. Look at this. This is so here it is, and it shows you. Look at that. This you can actually fly in this tiny little area right here. But these are all temporary flight restrictions, and it says VIP. Where is this VIP? Wilmington, Delaware. I wonder who's flying here to Wilmington, Delaware, and why would they make a giant circle around Washington, D.C., a TFR? I wonder what's happening this weekend. I wonder who is creating this. Sorry, Dad, I don't attend church. I'm spiritual, not religious. Hey, guys, I didn't want to go there, so please don't with me. Okay? I'm spiritual and not religious too. I'm spiritual about being left alone so I can fly my drone. So, yeah, so if you're interested, this is Sky Vector. So this is what went down the other day. And the reason why it's a big deal is if you are any of these green dots and your pilot's flying from those green dots, you need to know where these big red circles are. So if you've never seen Sky Vector, I put it up for you to check out. So if you're most of us are just pilots for fun, and this will help you enjoy it even more. Do not look at this map and go, I can't fly. That's not what I want you to see. Okay. And you can see these are the air maps that we use, the sectional charts that we use when we really want to get serious about flying. Okay. Like this one. This basically tells us the floor of the blue, which is this class B air space right here. And at 2,300 feet, that is the ceiling. So we can fly here. We can fly underneath the ceiling. But since it's restricted or it's controlled airspace, we need to get a LANC authorization. And so there's no reason why you can't fly here. Okay. And then, of course, as you go inside, it goes down to 1,300 feet. We're still well below because we can't fly that high anyways, unless we have hills and mountains, and then it would go up from there. So anyways, that's what this sectional chart tells us, right? Now this is not Jim. This is not I use an app like that too, guys. Okay, so I want you to see what I really use. But this is what if you're flying 107, you need to know where this stuff is. You need to know the basics of this. Okay, but AirMap will get you the similar thing. So this is what I use. I want to show you the apps that I use when I'm flying. Here's a couple of options. Here's one called. This is air control, and this allows us to get LANC authorization if we have to do a mission or anything, or if I want to fly. This basically will allow me to log my entire flight. That's one. Here's another one that I use. This is a loft or a loft right there. Okay. Which basically turned into air control. Some of us will use, I think one of the basic apps is Before You Fly. This is Before You Fly. This is the FAA one. It's pretty good. And it just says clear for takeoff. Guys, if you have a clear for takeoff message, here, let me go back to the main scene here. If you've got an app that says you're clear for takeoff, that's a good thing. That kind of gives you a peace of mind that says, hey, you can fly. So I just thought that, so that's the one. That's the one. Then, of course, you've got, it tells you where your restrictions are. So that's where I live. Everything's green where I live. Okay, it's pretty green. There's Santa Clara right there. About the only restricted airspace I have that's close by is this red area right there. That's the Red Mountain Wilderness. Now I can fly into the Red Mountain Wilderness. I just can't fly from it. Okay. So what I usually do is you see that lake right there? That is the reservoir that I like to fly from. I'll go up to the edge of that wilderness area and I'll fly into it, but I'll fly from the outskirts. And because you can penetrate that area because the airspace is ours. Okay. So anyway, that's the kind of stuff I use. Another place that I fly a lot is right here. There's the Red Mountain. Okay, if you've ever watched any of my Red Mountain flights, that just goes to show you where I'm flying from. Okay. And the green and the red there are areas that, now the green is state park, but I fly outside of the state park. So let me try to, right there. So I fly right there, just outside of the state park. So I use the rules to my advantage. And that would be one of the reasons why you want to know some of this stuff is you don't want to get told not to be able to fly. And with knowledge of, hey, Harley FPV, how you doing, man? You don't want to be told, or you don't want to be prevented from flying because you're afraid. That's the thing. You want to be able to tell Karen to go piss up a rope. And you know that this airspace is legal and you need to leave me alone. You know, that's pretty much it. So I've had to deal with Karen and UAV forecast. There's a lot of good apps out there, by the way. I think I did see UAV forecast in here. I try to upload and check out everything new. Here's this is Sky Vector online. So this is the one for my phone. I love Sky Vector because I understand it and it allows me to be able to do more. I'll give you an example. Let me find one here. I'm going to find it on the computer. I'm going to give you an example of what it allows me to do. I'll give you another place I like to fly and I'll show you why it's cool. So I'm going to get out of here. Let's get away from, there's a TFR there. It says VIP. I have no idea maybe a governor is flying or something. I have no idea. There's a big old VIP here. Let's put that up there. So here's another TFR. This will also show DROTMs, and FRIAs. Okay. Meaning it'll show those areas that are set aside for drone operations. And I haven't seen one yet. Let's see. There's a TFR. Oh, there's one for a space launch right there. So, they just don't want you messing. They just, stay away from the rockets. Here's a security zone that was set up. What's there? Oh, that's Disney World. So these are just places, but look at all this blue stuff. There's space that you can fly all around here if you can use Lank. And every one of you guys can use Lank. So pissing up a rope is messy, isn't it? How's Sky Vector for Canada? Let's check it out. Good idea. Good question. Let's go up to Canada. Let's see if we can see it. Right there. There's Canada. Oh, Canada. Look at all the free airspace in Canada. my home and native land. Okay. So here's Canada right there. But there are airports right there. I'm sure that there is a Canadian. See, Skyfactor just looks at the airspace because we have lots of planes flying, internationally. But look at how technical the U.S. side is. So yeah, so this is Canada right there, and these are airspace. Now, guys, airports are the same in Canada as they are. So what the problems? The problem here is I believe that that's World VFR, and this is what the pilots use right here. This shows you the highways in the sky. See that? Isn't that cool? This is what the pilots use. I like to stick to the DROTMs. Okay. So there are the highways going from Canada to the United States. But as far as the World VFR, I'll find that out for you because there should be a SkyVector like aeronautical chart for Canada. There has to be, because all the stuff that you're seeing in the United States map needs to be visible in the Canadian map as well. Okay, so, but you see this right here. This shows, is this Toronto? I just want to see. Yeah. So this is Toronto's airspace. I can still read this. Okay. I'll give you an example. Say you live outside of Toronto. Okay. There's Lester B. Pearson International Airport right there. Right. Okay. So right here is this, you see this first level. This is all considered Class B airspace because it's a major international airport. You see where it says 2,600? That is the approach altitude of aircraft. They cannot go below 2,600. That means if you're under 2,600, you can fly your drone here with authorization. All you have to do is have an authorization app and see if LANC applies to that. Because it would really suck if you lived in Toronto and think that you could not fly anywhere, and that's just not true. Okay. And then it goes down. I think this goes from 2,500 to surface. So right here, you can't fly at all. Okay. This is literally right on top of the airport. Okay. I wouldn't fly there anyway, just because the freaking airplanes would be coming and going. You literally be crapping your pants flying in this area. But out here, you're going to see aircraft, but they're going to be over 2,600 feet above the lowest point for you. So it's just kind of cool. And that's what I learned from the and then there's 2,700. So out here in this ring, aircraft. So from here to here is only 100 feet difference. So, you're safe to fly all the way into here. And we need to know that, okay, as pilots. Right here, this airport over here is Waterloo Regional Airport. And this right here, you need to stay out of, okay? This is from the surface to 400 feet, or to 4,000 feet. That's 4,000. Okay, you add 2 zeros to that. Okay. It's just an area that, that's the reserve for aircraft, and you just got to stay out of there. Okay. But look at all the area you can fly. So what I want, and there's Edwards Air Base. So there's other things to look at, inside of this area, or inside of these now that we have to take into consideration. Okay. I think this is 700. So this stuff is still above you, but anything in here you need to have authorization for. Out here, this is all Class G. This says 2,600 is the ceiling, 2,300 is the ceiling. So everything you fly in this area, you're underneath. Okay. 1,800 is the ceiling. So if you're in a boat and you're flying your drone here, you have to be under 1,800, 1,900, that kind of stuff. So. All righty. But yeah, so this just gives you some of that information right there. But over the next couple of live streams, I'm going to be going over some of this stuff. I'm going to cover this so you can be more, first of all, be more aware of things, whether you're a Canadian pilot or an American pilot. I've got to go eat here in a minute, so I've got to go. But here, let me just give you an example of how this helps me fly. So I'm going to go to the area where I live, and and just show you really quick. So I got to find my airport. Okay, here is Lake Havasu. I got to go north here. There's Las Vegas. Here I am right here. Okay, so this is our airport right here. Okay, so you see this area here? This is the clear area, and it says 1,700 feet. So right here, aircraft are approaching. These are the approaches of St. George Regional Airport. Okay, that would be my airport. Okay, and these approaches, it says 1,700. So as long as I'm under 1,700, but if I'm in here flying anywhere along this trail area, I have to have an authorization showing that I'm flying something and I'm below 400 feet. Okay, but that's what that is right there. Okay, that is the approach to that, because I like to fly in, I like to fly in here. But all this area here is below, and then you see this edge here. This you stay out of. This is like the approach. I mean, planes are down into it. They're now down into the hundreds of feet when they get into this area right here. So they're approaching either from this way, from the north, or it's the northeast, or from the southwest. Okay, all right. So anyway, I got to get going. Anyway, so I want to just go over some things, show you some, the other site before I leave. Okay. I want you to check out is the safe website. This one has all kinds of stuff that you can go to and do. This is all the 107 stuff, refresher safety briefings. So anything you want to know in here, tutorials for people. If you want to go and get into training, there's all kinds of things in here. So it'd be if you're just interested in aviation, this is a really cool place to go. So anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys. I am out of here as well too. Chris, I appreciate it. I promise I won't turn the whole stream. I actually have a video I wanted to show you guys. I think next time, maybe Tuesday, when I get Kai with me, we'll show it to you, because it's kind of a fun video, a drone video from CES. So anyway, there is some good stuff going on in the drone world. So yeah, I wished I got cut off because I lost about 20 minutes because of my mishap in my introduction. So can't find SkyVector iPhone. I think what I'm using is I'm using a link. I created a link from I just got to double check here. Yeah, I think this is just an online link. Go into a Safari and type in SkyVector. Okay, SkyVector, and also go to FAAsafety.gov. Okay, I put all of these links in my video. So if you want to check them out, guys, they're just information. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Recurrent. So if you're interested in, say you have to take your Recurrent test, I can help you with that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate it, guys. You guys have a great weekend. I'm apologizing for boring the crap out of you today, but these are all things we have to think about. And when I start thinking about it, I can't not talk about it. So when I come back, we're going to hit the safety team. We're going to get in here. I'm going to show you some of my courses. Here is the stuff I've been doing. This is a record down here of all of the things I've been doing. And then the certificates that I received just recently for some things that I had to do for my 107 recurrent test. I did a night operations training, and I also did a decision-making training. So just for fun, and you get credit for that. You get wings credit. Wings credit basically is like you build up your reputation, I guess. It's a reputation kind of screening. So say you want people to hire you, they can go to this. You can show them your wings, your wings status or whatever. So anyway, I'll bring this stuff back next time. get in more detail so we can go have a great weekend. Guys, have a beer. If you're Canadian, have a 6-pack of beer. And because I know you guys are going there, you're going to go and take out some serious hops. And then I might be doing that too. So, all right. Yeah. If you haven't, please hit the like. I appreciate it. If some of these topics come up on the Tuesday stream, I will bring it up because I really wanted to discuss this with Kai. Kai has his own kind of way of kind of approaching these issues. So I'm going to be bouncing it off of him as well. So later, have a great weekend. Appreciate you popping in with me. Have a great one. Dad Random. I am pretty much out of here, I think. Yeah, I think I'm out of here.